Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you a little DIY kind of thing. I've only done one DIY video before and you guys seem to respond to it well, and I really wanted to share this little trick that I kind of used a lot when I was on holiday, and I think a lot of you will appreciate it just because it's so handy and it will save a lot of you money. So basically I'm quite pale and I don't tan that easily, but when I do tend to go a few shades darker. Now, I don't want to have to buy different foundations for different times of the year because you only get a certain use out of them. And foundations only last so long, so it's very wasteful. So basically, in the winter-ish time, like just before I went on holiday, I was a Bourjois Healthy Mix shade number 51. 51. And if you put that on my skin now, I'll show you. Here. You can see that it's a bit light. I know this is my arm, but you get the idea. It's a bit light. Now, I didn't want to have to go and buy a new foundation to suit me when I'm tanned. I don't look it right now because of the sunlight. Which I'm only going to be using for a month or so because I'm moving to England and I'm not going to be tanned there. And I probably won't use it again, but I didn't want to obviously look not matching. So I've kind of developed a little trick, and all you need is your regular foundation. This will only help you darken your foundation, so go with a shade that suits you when will suit you the most, like for the longest time of the year, or your lightest shade. And then all you'll need is a bronzer. I personally like a cream bronzer. This is from MAC and it is a Skin Sheen bronzer stick, so it's kind of like the NARS multiples, but I understand these are not widely available. Cream bronzers are not widely available and they're not really in the cheaper price range, so you can do this trick just as easily with a normal bronzing powder. And this is actually from H&M and it's very inexpensive and I really love it. It's actually my favourites this month. So you can do it with any bronzer really. So all you need is a foundation, a bronzer and a brush to mix it with. So I'm just going to show you guys this now. Hopefully it'll save you guys a lot of money and a lot of wasted foundation, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the trick first using a cream bronzer product to help change the tint of your foundation, and then I'll show you guys with the powder. So what I want to do first is get the cream product. I'm using a MAC Skin Sheen bronzer stick. This is from To The Beach collection and it's called Tan Tint. This isn't focusing very well. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix this on the back of my hand. You could use a palette. I'm just going to use it on the back of my hand. So what I'm going to do, depending on how dark you are, you can always add more later. I'm going to put some on my hand. You can see this is quite a pigmented product. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt my foundation. Now this is kind of trial and error to find out what colour you are. So I'm just going to put one pump. And that has been okay for me recently. So what you do is you just get your brush and just mix it. You can see how it kind of begins to change colour. I hope you can see it's beginning to change colour. And I'll show you how different it looks. So I'm going to put this on the back of my hand and then I'll show you what it looked like before I mixed it. So you can see here the difference. The top shade is just the foundation on its own and the bottom shade is one we mixed using the bronzer to help adjust the colour. Now you can go darker or lighter, but it's really just trial and error. Now I know cream bronzers are not easy to access. This was limited edition and the only other one I really know of is the Chanel one, which is quite expensive, so these aren't always easy to access. But here I've got an H&M bronzer which I actually really love. Looks like this, it's huge, it's amazing. Very inexpensive. And what I've done is I've just got a spoolie brush and kind of scraped it a bit like that and emptied it onto one of these palettes. That's why it's useful to have this palette around. You could do it on the back of your hand, but it's just a bit of a mess. Now once again, this is trial and error. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a squirt again on to the palette, and I'm going to mix it up. So I hope that was useful, and just one little thing before I finish this video. This tip can actually be really useful for contouring. You can use your normal shade all over your face, or in the places where you put highlighter, and then use a slightly darker shade in the contours of your face, and this will replace using contour powders, which I'm sure lots of you will really use, because obviously not everyone likes to use powders, especially people with dry skin like me. I prefer to contour with a darker foundation, so this is a great tip for that also. So I hope you guys enjoyed, hope you found it useful, and I'll see you soon. Bye.